Somebody will tell you one Nigeria. Why are you always telling somebody one Nigeria? If you are my sister, will I always tell you you are my sister? I already know you are my sister. But every day you use that word, one Nigeria, to catch people who are not compatible, who are not the same, who are not religiously compatible, who are not politically agreeable.
Culture, ethnic,
and everything is different. You use that word, one Nigeria, to catch everybody. So the issue is this. Until we come, it's a fundamental issue. It's a fundamental issue because even our constitution encourages these things. Yep. You understand me?
So there's issue of marginalization.
Marginalization of an Igbo man. Let me use that word because let me tell you, even before the war, the Igbos were in years of government.
Yeah.
In every government parastatals, you will see the Igbos. They were there, very unique in their enterprise. But after the war,
when you ask Ikewere man, you go tell you no Igbo, no visa.
Yes.
If you ask him in name, you go call you to call Igbo name. Call as I find them, you go say Igbo name. All this na politics. Na politics, na they do. They know what they do.
So no difference between Ikewere and Igbo.
No difference between Ikewere and Igbo. Their language is Igbo. I think they will try to turn their language.
Their traditions.
They're the same thing. So they be Igbo people. Understand?
That is why when you ask an Ikewere man who is bearing the name Onoha, who is bearing the name Chukwuemeka, who is bearing the name Ogunna, Mwike, they will tell you they are not Igbo people. Because of the effect of the war, their forefathers denied their heritage.
Do you speak the same language?
Yes! The Ikewere man, if he speaks his language, which is the Igbo language, I will hear it. You understand? If I speak, he will hear it. We'll eat the same food, the same tradition. We'll marry traditionally. Everything is just the same. So when these sentiments come about, you know that it just divide and rule. The white man brought it. We couple with the effect of the war. People were afraid to be identified as Igbos.
But Ikewere man will say Igbos are trying to wants to make them equal. Yeah, because of the resource they have in the state. Because of
let me tell you something. The oil is found everywhere in Biafra land.
Yeah.
I want to use that word, Biafra land. If you go to Abia State, there is oil. Anambra State, the orange oil is here. In Imo State, they are also part of oil producing states. So everywhere there is oil. So if somebody is telling you somebody want to, take over their life or take over their economy, the person is not being justifiable. Because the Igbo man I know is not somebody that is domineering.
Yes.
The only thing an Igbo man has as a human being is competitiveness.
Yeah.
They give you room to compete.
Yeah.
That is why even in our various families, if you are the last born or you are the last one, it doesn't deprive you of anything.
Yes.
Once you are able to, emancipate yourself, once you are able to, take care of your life, take charge of your destiny, will allow you to do that. But in some tribes, you will see that once you are the first son, you begin to manipulate everybody, take them under you, they become under you, take up. No, but in Igbo, it is competitiveness. If you are the last born and you have money, you can take care of the family, people go for you.
But why the rivalry?
The rivalry, that is how it is.
Rivalry between Igbo and Ikewere.
That is just that. Some of our people married to Ikewere. Some of Ikewere, they married to our people to we intermarry. Yeah. But the rivalry is this, what I told you, because of what? The abandoned property, the war, the effect of the war. The abandoned property. That Igbos, the properties they have in Port Harcourt and some areas we are taking over. They were taken over from them, from the government. And some of these indigenes of Port Harcourt took over these properties that were bought from them after the war. Yeah. So whenever Igbo man is coming close to an Ikewere man, the Ikewere man has this fear, this unsettled spirit that he's coming for his property. That is just that. So the fraud has been there. When you have somebody, maybe you are the owner of this thing, I take it forcefully from you. Yes. Whenever you are coming close to me, I will think it's that thing that I took from you that I'm coming to take. So it's just the truth. But I think the issue of abandoned property is long gone. The Igbos have bought more properties than they are more richer than they were.
There are some Ikewere people we spoke with during the war. They said Igbo people were killing their people during the war to take over their lands.
If you followed the history of the war,
yes,
you will know that it's Adekunle who invaded Port Harcourt. Who are those who fought Adekunle? That is what you. Let me tell you something. That is why they don't teach you history in school.
Yeah.
Nobody they will teach you. No, they will not do that. Instead, they will tell you teach you government. They will not teach you who you are. Because when you know who you are, you know where you are going.
Yes, sir.
We don't know who we are as a people. And that is why you see this sentiment anytime you hear that somebody will tell you one Nigeria. Why are you always telling somebody one Nigeria? If you are my sister, will I always tell you are my sister? I already know you are my sister. But every day you use that word, one Nigeria, to catch people who are not compatible, who are not the same, who are not religiously compatible, who are not politically agreeable.
Culture, ethnic,
and everything is different. You use that word, one Nigeria, to catch everybody. So the issue is this. Until we come, it's a fundamental issue. It's a fundamental issue because even our constitution encourages these things. You understand me?
So there is issue of marginalization.
Marginalization of an Igbo man. Let me use that word because let me tell you, even before the war, the Igbos were in years of government.
Yeah.
In every government parastatus, you will see the Igbos. They were there, very unique in their enterprise. But after the war, they were the ones that they were not the victors. You understand?
Yeah.
So now the war was against them because they fought and lost the war. And what do you expect? They become slaves in their land. That is why when they are clamoring, we want their own country. Let me tell you something. An Igbo man is a very talented man.
Yes.
They are all over the world. I'm not just being praising them. It's just their life.
Are you an Igbo man?
I am an Igbo man. Anambra man, for them to be precise.
Yeah.
We are very industrious.
Yes.
You understand? After the war, they took everything and have to give us 20 pounds out of what you have. And they started all over
But
again.
in Lagos, we've seen in Lagos, according to history, I watched on tape, like
yes,
Yorubas gave them their abandoned property and they are willing to take the Igbo back during the war, which Yoruba did in Lagos then.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
The Igbos have, that is why they tell you Lagos is no man's land. People have been living in Lagos beforehand.
Yeah.
The Igbos have been occupying Lagos beforehand. The real owners of Lagos is not even the Yorubas. It's the Benis. They are the real owners of Yorubas.
Yes.
Of Lagos. You understand me? But let me tell you, the Igbos have made Yoruba their land. Just like every other part of Nigeria.
Because that's where they
do their business. Yes. And the development you see in Nigeria would not have been developed as this much as it is now, if not for an Igbo man. Nigeria is trying to celebrate their 63-year independence. Why? Because
you are a Nigerian.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
That you fools also grow old.
But you are saying them, like you are not.
No, why? Let me tell you something. I'm not happy with the situation.
Yes.
That is why when I'm referring because Nigeria as an entity, if not for the fact that I was born in Nigeria, I wouldn't have accepted that. I wouldn't want to be a Nigeria.
Yes.
It's a cost to be a Nigeria, whereby you don't know where your next meal is coming from. You don't know, security-wise. You don't know. Okay, let's see what is happening in Ahoda. Let's take instances of what is happening in Ahoda. The Ahoda people residents now, they are burning some of their houses, displacing some of the city, the community residents, displacing them of their property, killing some of them. Why the person who are in the bush even made a video said they should come to the bush? And would this happen in the north? Do you know that these things that the government is doing in Ahoda will cause more economic and security breach? Do you know when you displace somebody of his inheritance, maybe your father built a house, you don't even have money as a young Nigerian to build a new one, and somebody went and destroyed that house, allowing you to begin to wonder, you become a slave in your own fugitive, in your own very country. What do you expect that person, somebody who doesn't have a resting place to do, you will come out and begin to commit criminality?
So, just sum it up.
In general,
yes, sir.
63 years of Nigeria independence is a waste.
Right.
Because I so much believe that fools also grow old.
Right.
That you are an old man does not mean that you are wise.
And you are making progress.
Yes, and for us, the total...
Question, what's the difference between Ikewere man and Igbo man?
There's no difference.
But Ikewere man will never agree that he's an Igbo man.
Ikewere man, Ikewere is only a dialect in Igbo language.
Yeah. Ethnic only.
There's no ethnic, the same ethnic arrangement with the Igbo. So it's their foolishness, they don't know what they're doing. That is the, let me put it, the brainwashing the Yorubas and the Hausas gave them during the war. Make them fight against their brothers.
But they said they are from Edo State.
They are not from Edo State. How can Amadi come from Edo State? How can Uche come from Edo State? How can Oke come from Edo State? I am an Igbo man. My name is Chigozie. Ikewere man answers Chigozie. You understand? So there's no difference.
So what is this rivalry between Ikewere man and Igbo?
There is no rivalry there. The thing is that so many of them that understand that they are Igbo don't agree. It's the foolish ones.
What's the issues going on between abandoned property?
Abandoned property was not even an Ikewere issue because no Ikewere man got the abandoned property. The abandoned property was seized by the federal government and given to the Ijos and the Hausas. No Ikewere man, no single Ikewere man benefited from the abandoned property thing.
But there's this one in Obigwa, I think, or something like that. There's this, I've forgotten the community here in River State. That the Igbos,
that is
after the war.
It's connected to the boundary adjustment.
Yeah.
The people of Obibo.
Yes.
Their name originally is Obibo, not Oyibo.
Yeah.
Then when they wanted to remove it from, because if you watch even the churches there are of Abadiasis. When they wanted to do it, they now use that Imo River
to
divide. It's part of that was part of Akwete, Ntoke, that were in East Central State. We are now giving to them. We are now giving to them in Rivers. So it's just boundary adjustment issue. That one is not a big deal.
So there's no rivalry, they are brothers.
We are the same thing. We are the same thing. Unless what actually brought the thing was the kind of spirit that was put into them during the war.
Okay. Do you think it's because of maybe like River State, like people, they say the Igbos want to claim the land because of the resource that was like the oil.
What is the resources in Ikewere land that is not in Imo State? Or Abia State? Abia is an oil producing state. Imo is an oil producing state. Anambra is an oil producing state. So what is the difference there? You all have Haji Mobuta is oil throughout. Shell came first in Imo State before Rivers.
But the deposit of oil in River State.
Because of what they saw in Oloibri and it was close to the sea, so that's why they came here.
This place is more developed.
So why then did the Niger Delta pull out of Eastern region? Dating back to history.
Niger Delta did not pull out of Eastern region. Rather, Obasanjo created Niger Delta or South to make Nigeria 6th geopolitical zone, which is anti-geographical.
So it's not because they were actually clamoring for secession?
No, it's not because of, they just want to, look, there's this history of minority that has been happening ever since even the pre-colonial era. You understand?
Yes.
They chose to disintegrate the people of Southeast so that they will not come to form a very strong body. That's why they are tearing them apart. That is still what we are talking about, British colonial propaganda.
Well, how do you classify an Edo man? Is Edo man a Biafra or
Edo man is a Midwesterner.
What of Delta? They were both then
Delta from Warri, the non-Igbo speaking, in fact, with the Igbo speaking part of Delta. Yes. They were all Midwest.
We did say Biafra. Were they under Biafra during the war?
Yes.
So
Asaba man was a Biafran man.
Okay.
The 1966 coup of Nzogu is not, Ifadina is not from Onisha anyway, Ifadina is from Asaba area. Yeah. So they were all Biafrans. The so-called Delta State were all Biafrans. But Biniman was not a Biafran. So and Biniman did not partake in the war.